Are you there? Yeah, you are. Just kidding. What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. I'm so excited to be sharing this video with you guys because it's been a long time coming. A very long time, like 3 years, that I haven't had my period, and I'm really excited to talk about the things that I did to help cure my amenorrhea. In no way, shape, or form am I a doctor, and I'm not saying that you have to do these things, but if you're clicking on this video, you're probably interested in learning the things that I used and the things that I did to help myself cure my amenorrhea. It's not a nice place to be. I can completely understand your frustrations and everything that is going through your mind right now, so hopefully this video will give you guys a little bit of insight and a little bit of peace of mind, and know that you don't have to use synthetic hormones. So in no way, shape, or form am I a doctor. I need to let you guys know that. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying that you have to take these things. Anything that you guys take, you should always do your own research and use it upon your own risk. And it's a lot better if you're taking natural remedies instead of synthetic hormones at your own risk. So let's just get right into it. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about my fitness history, kind of give you some insight on me and what I did that maybe brought on my amenorrhea, probably. So I just wanna make it short and sweet. That was awkward. Okay, so my name's Randi, and I am a 25-year-old Canadian national bikini competitor. I started competing in May of 2013, and I would say that I started taking my fitness seriously around September of 2012. I fell in love with the gym, fell in love with how it made me feel, loved the structure, the lifestyle, bodybuilding, all of it, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna compete. So I chose a show, which was May in 2013, and I started taking fitness very seriously, prepping for that show. So I did get my period in 2012. The first time I didn't get it was like going into the new year, so I stopped getting it, let's just say January 2013, because it was like 3.5 years. So I stopped getting my period, and I knew that with athletes it was pretty normal. I went to the doctor back then, and they said it's just because your training and your nutrition is very strict right now. Like, pretty sure it's going to come back as soon as you stop this, and you're fine. It's very common with athletes. So I was like, okay, I'm fine. It's great. I'm not getting my period. This is awesome. Not awesome. So I competed for 3 years, May 2013 until March of 2016, so almost 3 years. And I only took about 4 to 5 months break in between shows. I did 9 shows in that span over 3 years. And for some people that's not a lot, but for some it is, especially when you don't give your body a off season in order to recover, and your preps are like 12, 16, 24. Yeah, I did do a 24-week prep.
Why?
I was training very intensely. I was training 6 days a week. I was doing cardio 5 to 6 days a week. At one point, my cardio was at 90 minutes and my fats were at 28 grams a day. Yeah, it's very, very bad. That's very bad. But I'm never competing again, so it doesn't matter. That was my lifestyle. At the end, I didn't do that all the time, but I mean, it got down to the nitty gritty, not necessarily healthy. And that's just why I want to tell you guys that be mindful and educated about like what you're doing and what lifestyle you idolize and the things that you want to do, because even though somebody looks like they eat and train exactly as they should because they look freaking bomb, doesn't mean that they're healthy, especially in competing. Not everybody can do it healthy, not people care to do it the healthy way, and there's always a price to pay. Towards the end of it, I was very worn down. My last prep was for the Arnold in 2016. I can't remember when I started prep, but I was definitely already prepping on Christmas. And anyways, that was the hardest prep I have ever done because my body was literally shutting down, like shutting down. I was relying on caffeine. My digestion got absolutely horrendous. I had very low sex drive, like none. Not only that, but I started getting really bad night sweats. I started getting really bad night sweats to the point where I would have to wake up in the middle of the night, change my clothes, and put a towel down at like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because I sweat through my clothes and the bed. It was like alarming. And I would get hot flashes to the point where all of a sudden I'd literally be sweating and I'd be sitting here and everyone would be like, "Are you okay?" Like, no, not really. What's going on? I had to get really bad brain fog to the point where I was like, oh, like it's just dieting, which part of it was, but it didn't go away after I started eating more for a really long time. So there was that. My hair got really brittle, started falling out like crazy. My skin was really dry. All the signs of early menopause I had. And it started to get bad last year, and it got even worse after I stopped competing, like for the whole last year up until a couple months ago, actually. So I wasn't competing anymore. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm gaining 15 to 20 pounds and I'm at a comfortable body weight, you know, I'm eating more. But what I didn't realize was that I was training just as intensely. And just because I stopped competing didn't mean that I wanted to completely give up the structure that I had, that I loved, the way that I like to train. So I took off the stress of competing and I was doing it for myself, but I didn't realize the physical stress that was still on my body and that my body was recovering from, and the mental stress that I had. You know, we don't even realize the mental stress sometimes. The mental stress from family, friends, your boyfriend, bills, driving, anxiety, just like all these things. We don't realize how they can affect our body and our health. And it's actually pretty incredible and freaking insane how much they do affect our health. That totally was like, okay, I've gained weight, I've gained 15 pounds. Where's my period? Just wait. I went to the doctors and I got blood tests done and I got a pap and I got all that stuff, and I just really wanted to see what the heck was going on the inside. And my blood test came back with extremely low, like alarmingly low, below low estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone. Then I went to the endocrinologist and he said that he wanted to put me on estrogel, which is a synthetic hormone. And this is basically estrogen in cream form. And he wanted to put me on this for like 12 weeks and then do a cycle of progesterone and then do it again. I actually got 4 boxes of these when I filled the prescription. That's a lot. And that was his answer. He said that he didn't want to put me on birth control yet. He wanted to try this, and then if that didn't work, then we would try the birth control. Well, I decided that I actually don't want to take this after reading all of the side effects and the pros and the cons. Like, yeah, you're giving me my period with this, but you're forcing my body to do something unnaturally, and I'm just not really about that. So I took it for 3 days, and I should definitely have done my research before I started taking it. But I figured he's a doctor, you know, like I just want this fixed. I'm just going to take it. And then I was like, no, I'm not taking that. So I started doing my own research, and I got in touch with my naturopathic nutrition teacher. And fast forward, this is now in September, okay, of this year. And I got in touch with her, and she told me a couple things to do that she thinks would naturally increase my estrogen levels and kind of start to balance my hormones out. So I first decided that something needs to change. So the conclusion that I came up with was, hey, I'm actually really mentally stressed. A lot. I was really stressed without really even noticing it. And the 5 days a week of training obviously needs to change because I wasn't competing and took that pressure off, but like something is still going on with my body and I need to listen to it. So I was like, you know what? a lot of people said that they did cold turkey, no working out, just yoga and stuff like that. I was like, I still need to train. So I cut my workouts down to 3-4 days a week, mainly 3. And I started eating a lot more carbs and fats than I was used to. So started doing that differently in my diet and my training. And yeah, of course, it was really hard mentally for me to adjust at first. I mean, I felt like I was kind of going backwards from what I wanted. You know, like we always want this like tight, toned, lean, defined body in the fitness industry, or, you know, like that we think looks good. And it's kind of a mind when you are a competitor and then you start to see yourself softer because you're like, I know what I can look like and I'm so far, like I'm FAT. Like, no, you're not. Actually, that's not maintainable and that's not healthy. So stop trying to compare yourself. But it's hard once you've seen yourself like that. You automatically think that you're FAT when you're not. So that alone is just ridiculous. But of course, it was like a little bit of a mind for me because I felt like I was reversing my progress. Like, I need to eat more and I need to work out less. It just kind of sounded counterproductive. Like, I'm like, what? But I needed to decide what was important to me. Getting my period back or getting leaner, defined, and just to a place that I am happy with my physique. And because I can't do both. I can't do both. I have to pick one. And this one was more important. I wanted to focus solely on getting my period back, getting my hormones back to where they should be, and everything else can wait. And so I had to teach myself that. I had to tell myself over and over again that this is for the better. Like, your best body is going to be when everything is functioning as it should be. That is what your best body looks like. When your hormones are happy and you actually feel amazing and everything is working perfectly. Along with decreasing my training, eating a lot more healthy carbs and fats, these are some of the things that my naturopathic nutrition teacher told me about and that I did research on and that I found was the way that I wanted to go and the things that I wanted to use. So I did eat more of a plant-based diet. I ate a lot more and continue to eat a lot more a lot more soy. So I eat a lot of tofu and tempeh, and for some people that's not good because it does mess with your estrogen levels, but when your girl's got 0, it's fine. It's fine for some people. It actually helps some people. So that is what I did. I wanted to naturally increase my estrogen levels by the food that I was eating and the things that I was putting in my body. So tempeh, tofu, and maca powder. Maca powder is amazing. When I started using this consistently just on its own, before I even like started all this other stuff, I did realize that it was helping my sex hormones because all of a sudden I started to feel like a girl again, like not dead. So that was a plus. I was like, something's working. Thank you, maca. So maca is really good for sexual health, stamina, energy, immunity, and all that good stuff. I'll put my favorite article link below so that you guys can read up on maca powder. It is truly amazing. It comes in capsule form and powder form. It doesn't taste the best, that's for sure, but I mean, not everything that's good for you tastes amazing. So if you don't like the taste, you can definitely take the pills. I like to take this and my flax oil. Flax oil and evening primrose oil are actually well known for helping women with their menopause. Evening primrose oil is specifically more so for hot flashes, vaginal dryness, stuff like that with menopause. And then the flax oil is an essential, it's an omega-3, so it's essential fatty acid, and that really helps like if you're depleted in omegas and you need an extra form and way to take it, and just to make sure that you're getting enough. You need healthy fats in order for your hormones to be working properly. And flax oil and flaxseed somewhat work the same as soy and tempeh and tofu, just to naturally increase those estrogen levels. So my favorite way to take these two I take them daily, well, for 14 days, this guy. I always take it in my shake. I make a shake every single day, and my favorite way to take the shake is the chocolate peanut butter blast 1-up nutrition protein. I put a scoop of maca powder, I put a serving of flax oil, and I put water and ice, and I like to, and peanut butter or almond butter. And I like to blend it. When I'm on the go, I just put it with water and I just drink it as I have to, but that's the way that I love to drink it. And then every 14th day, I start a cycle of evening primrose for 12 days. My teacher told me to cycle them just because they like work together that way, but you shouldn't like take them at the same time. So that's what I do. There are also other herbs and stuff like that that you can take to help get your period back. Like I have a couple of them written down here that a lot of people recommended me, and I just didn't want to do too much at once. So I just kind of stuck with what I was doing. Black COHOSH, so black coche, chasteberry, dong quai, red clover, and ginseng are also really good for women's hormones. Pick and choose which ones you guys want to do. Don't do everything all at once, otherwise you're not really going to know what works. But those are the things that I did religiously, and I find that doing that, dramatically decreasing my workouts, increasing my healthy fats and my healthy carbs, and also meditating, you guys. Like meditating to reduce the mental stress, so important. Because when I really started to focus on that, like at the beginning of October, I really started meditating, and I was like, I really am doing everything right. If I can't control my mind, then this is not gonna work. So I started meditating and just like breathing and stuff like that. And honestly, all of that really did work for me, and I love it. It's a routine that is very maintainable, sustainable, realistic. It doesn't cost that much money. It just takes time, patience, and mastering your mind. So that is what I did. That is my story. If you guys aren't new to this channel, then you've been following this journey. Thank you so much for your support. I did try a couple other things in the past. Like I bought like 2 of these pills, like Happy Hormones and Adrenal Support, but I'm really bad at taking pills. So I didn't end up taking that for very long. I actually still have them in my little pill box. So I don't know if I'm gonna end up taking that, but side note, just for people that might be wondering. And yeah, I hope that you guys learned something watching this video, because I know how freaking frustrating it can be just to know that something is wrong with your body and not know what it is or how to fix it, and just need a sign, and just how shitty it feels to feel so out of touch with your body. And I hated that. And I'm not saying that I'm completely fixed. That was the phone. I'm not saying that I'm completely fixed, but I really truly feel like I'm on the right track. I hope that you guys like this video. Have hope, be patient, work on your mind and your mental stress, girl. Seriously. So that is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do not forget to show your support by giving the video a thumbs up, as it really just helps to support the channel, and I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see my face again and all that good stuff. Thanks guys. I'll see you in the next one.